Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today I had something a little bit more interesting for you, I think. So, in the last couple of weeks, the new Dawntrail expansion came out, Final Fantasy XIV. And I've always been a staunch enjoyer of the franchise. I've been playing for 7 years now, I think. And I've always had a relatively enjoyable time with some of the class changes that they make specifically for Black Mage. And as you can imagine, I am a Black Mage main. But this time around, I feel like they really missed the mark with the job. I'm actually really disappointed with the job this time around. Like, it feels like the classes were changed by people who don't know why people liked Black Mage to begin with. And it was stripped away of a lot of the quality of life changes that the class has gotten over some of the years. Like, let me explain one of them here. If you have not played the job before, there is a skill named Thunder 3. It recently changed to High Thunder this expansion, but that's neither here nor there. Essentially, it was a damage over time ability where it would chunk away at the boss, and every time it dealt damage, it had a small chance to proc to give you another cast of it. And most importantly, when you recast it using the proc, it would reapply all of the leftover damage from the previous dot up front onto your new cast, so it was not a damage loss. Additionally, you could hold on to these throughout multiple phases, so you wouldn't really lose them, and if you did, you can kind of just get around that by just casting it before it wears off. Now, however, the Thunder 3 proc, it doesn't do that upfront damage. So it is actually a loss now to reapply your Thunder proc when you don't have like less than 5 seconds or so. And that's a massive deal because Thunder was always used as one of your movement abilities in Black Mage. That was one of your get out of jail free buttons that you could press so that you could move and move out of a mechanic. However, now you are punished for doing so. And it is so unfortunate to see that. It really, really is. Additionally, you could kind of force when you would be able to use that proc by using Sharp Cast. Sharp Cast was super neat because it had 2 procs, and I believe it was every 30 seconds or a minute or somewhere around there, where you could just choose to use it so that your next cast would instantly give you a new cast. And here's the issue. Because Sharp Cast was removed. Now, why was it removed? I think it's because they thought it would be okay for your Thunder and Fire starter procs to be kind of given to you. When you swap from Ice to Fire or Fire to Ice, you get a free Thunder proc that is there for 30 seconds, I believe. It just sucks that you only get it during those 2 situations. So you can't get it mid-fight. You cannot reapply it, and you cannot hard cast the ability anymore. And this to me is one of the most frustrating aspects of this change, because I can't dictate when I'm going to use it anymore. So I either use it as a damage loss, or I drop out of Fire and try to use Thunder, but then I'm out of Fire, so I lose my Xenoglossy. So by playing the game properly to do what I can to benefit my negatively impacts me because I have to hold off on using my Thunder proc because then it doesn't apply the damage up front anymore. Make matters worse, Paradox, which was also really cool that we got an Endwalker, was then pushed to being only in the Fire phase, which is kind of unfortunate because it's just really cool, especially in Ice phase, because it was another instant cast that you could use for movement. So it just kind of feels like ultimately Black Mage is being told, hey, you're not supposed to be the almighty powerful mage that is master over all of the elements. You're supposed to be the Fire Mage. And if that's what they want the job to be, just rename it to Fire Mage. Because if they're going to just make the class more and more pigeonholed into only doing fire stuff, you know, take away the Thunder stuff that makes it cool, take away Paradox that combines your 2 elements, and just force me to only use stuff in fire, I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed. Anyway, if you like this type of video, leave me a like, leave me a subscribe. I haven't said that yet before. I want to try to grow this channel a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and let this fight play out. See you guys. Stay safe.